Imagine a device that could heal pain, cure diseases, and even restore energy, all without a single pill or surgery. A revolutionary machine that doctors once believed could change medicine forever, but instead, it was banned, ridiculed, and erased from history. Was this an abandoned medical breakthrough, or just another case of scientific deception? In the mid-19th century, a peculiar invention promised a revolution in medicine. It was small, unassuming, yet radiated with power, the Pulvermacher Chain. A device designed to harness the invisible forces of electricity to heal ailments, restore vitality, and even, some claimed, resurrect the near-lifeless. But as with many ambitious medical breakthroughs, skepticism loomed in the air, thick as the smoke from gas lamps in the dimly lit laboratories of the era. The idea of using electricity for healing is not new. In fact, ancient civilizations like the Greeks and Romans experimented with electric fish to treat pain. But it wasn't until the 18th and 19th centuries that scientists seriously studied the medical effects of electricity. In 1780, Italian scientist Luigi Galvani discovered that electricity could make a dead frog's leg twitch. This shocking discovery led to the birth of electrotherapy, a medical movement that would inspire doctors for the next 100 years. The Pulvermacher Chain was the brainchild of industrial and medical curiosity, a wearable electrotherapy device consisting of a series of interconnected metallic links designed to generate a mild electrical current. The concept wasn't entirely new. Ever since Benjamin Franklin's experiments with electricity, scientists had theorized that electric currents could be harnessed to stimulate muscles and even cure diseases. But in the mid-1800s, as medicine straddled the line between mysticism and scientific advancement, inventors like Pulvermacher sought to turn theory into tangible results. Bold claims surrounded the Pulvermacher Chain. Advertisements flaunted its effectiveness in treating paralysis, neuralgia, rheumatism, and even chronic fatigue. Testimonials flooded newspapers, showcasing miracle-like recoveries. Patients reported tingling sensations, warmth, and, in some cases, a newfound energy coursing through their veins. But was it a medical marvel, or a carefully crafted illusion, a miraculous cure, they claim? Electricity surging through the nerves, reversing years of affliction. The theory isn't entirely absurd. Galvani's work on bioelectricity suggested that living tissue responds to electrical stimuli. But whether this chain can genuinely sustain therapeutic currents is another matter. The Pulvermacher Chain was a wearable battery-powered device. It consisted of a series of metal-linked chains soaked in an electrolyte solution, creating a mild electrical charge when worn. The idea was simple: electric stimulation would activate nerves, increase blood circulation, and relieve pain. The Pulvermacher Chain is carefully wrapped around a patient's arm, connected to saline-moistened pads to enhance conduction. A scientist activates the device, and a faint blue arc of electricity flickers between the links. Fascinating, but does it heal, or merely tingle? Doctors and patients swore by it. It was advertised as a cure for everything: paralysis, arthritis, nervous disorders, even impotence. But was it really a medical breakthrough, or just a clever marketing trick? As scientific rigor increased in the late 19th century, the Pulvermacher Chain faced intense scrutiny. Was it truly stimulating nerve function, or was it simply a parlor trick powered by suggestion? The placebo effect, though not well understood at the time, was beginning to shape medical discourse. And so, controlled experiments were devised. Despite skepticism, the Pulvermacher Chain enjoyed a surge in popularity. It became a household name, with elegant advertisements boasting its wonders. Aristocrats, soldiers recovering from battle wounds, and even physicians prescribed it for nervous disorders. But science, ever relentless in its pursuit of truth, would not let it rest unchallenged. As the medical field advanced, many doctors became skeptical of devices like the Pulvermacher Chain. While some patients reported feeling relief, others accused the invention of being nothing more than a placebo. By the early 1900s, the U.S. government and medical authorities began cracking down on bogus medical devices. As medicine advanced, so did our understanding of electrotherapy. By the early 1900s, new electrical stimulation techniques emerged, more controlled, more regulated, and backed by empirical evidence. The Pulvermacher chain, once hailed as a miracle, was quietly abandoned, fading into obscurity. Its promises left unfulfilled, its reputation reduced to that of a historical curiosity. Yet, as we look back, we must ask, was it a fraud, or simply ahead of its time? The principles it sought to harness, electrical stimulation for healing, are still in use today, albeit with modern refinement. Transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, or TENS, is a widely used therapy today for pain relief. It works on the same principle as the Pulvermacher chain, using low-voltage electricity to stimulate nerves and reduce pain signals to the brain. So, was this so-called Quack device actually just an early version of a real medical tool? Perhaps, in another century, today's medical breakthroughs will seem just as quaint, just as dubious. And perhaps, history will repeat itself, with new inventions, new skepticism, and new forgotten cures. This is just one of many forgotten medical devices lost to history. Some were scams, but others may have been revolutionary. What if there are cures hidden in history, buried because they were too advanced, or too threatening to the medical industry? If you want to uncover more shocking medical mysteries, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. In the next video, we'll explore a treatment that was once praised as a miracle, but later labeled too dangerous for the public. Could it still work today? Stay tuned.